Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships live from Potters Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. Well, it's the big one, it's the main grand final. So let's have a look at what that looks like. We're now going to hand you over to the commentary team from the BBC.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Yes, it is time to bring out our finalists here at Potters Resort. And our first player out is the current Scottish Open champion. Already this week, he has won the World Pairs, World Mixed Pairs trophies, looking to become the first person to hold all three titles at the same time. Ranked number 7 in the world, it's Scotland's Jason Banks. Against him is a man with 4 WBT titles, a former Scottish Open champion with World Pairs and World Mixed Pairs titles. He is also a previous World Singles champion. Ranked number 5 in the world, it's England's Robert Paxton.
Thank you, Rishi. Just look at the way Jason Banks is prepared for this event. Incredibly professional.
Jack length 23 metres.
He's avoided a lot of the razzmatazz that goes on at these events, and he's kept himself very quiet. Robert Paxton, well, he's had family here, so that makes a difference. Normally Jason Banks would have as well, but this year he's on his own. And when I talk about the attitude of Jason Banks, it would remind me of certain players. I was very professional in my day, but he's gone a level beyond me. And I think to myself, you know, he must have something very special about him at 28 years of age. to be in contention for all sorts of things beyond the likes of Stuart Anderson, Tati Marshall, Paul Foster, Darren Burnett, David Gurley, all these players from Scotland who are legends of the sport, and Jason Banks has been up in competition against them, and yet here he is.
I think we're talking about he's got the chance to win 3 this week, which is unprecedented, but also because he won the Scottish International Open, he's actually had a run of 16 unbeaten games in the World Bowls Tour, which is just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, 2 red.
It's quite frightening. You know, he's
28 years old as well, so he's got all those years ahead of him.
So he's gone beyond what most people do coming through the ranks, and that's purely because of his attitude and his professionalism, the amount of time he spends on the rink. I would have loved to have been anywhere near this good.
Two red.
Not a bad ball out there, just as a receiver in case the jack goes through. Jason will be looking to ease this off. Any real contact on the ball, the jack will certainly move.
Maybe just again.
Very quick at this, got it.
Wow.
Jack one in the air, no messing around at all.
I'm going to think that's my favourite move today because this week, because what a shot.
One shot, Jason Banks.
I did hear on the grapevine that Jason Banks has spent, you'll be unsurprised to hear this, Corky, but spent quite a lot of time on his heavy weighted bowls over the past few months. We've seen evidence of that, haven't we, so far?
Yes, he played a couple of heavy balls earlier in the event. I think it was in the quarterfinals, and I felt that he was a bit frustrated, but he wasn't. And it was later on I found out that it was just not his normal style of play, but he's been working very, very hard at his big weight shots. And that's why he pushed him down. Okay, he missed those 2 shots, and that's probably why I thought that. But he has been working hard at them. So it's just another tool that's in the bag to bring out when he needs it.
Shots that last ball, Neil.
Almost 3 feet.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was a little bit on the short side. I thought, nope, that's not going to work, but it made the trip. I think it's playing a bit quicker right there today.
Absolutely packed out the audience, so I'd imagine it's pretty warm down there.
One green.
And should drop back for number 2.
2 green.
What's the gap for the shot ball, please, Neil?
Half inch.
Going quick. Control though.
Got this. Got just the bow as
Oh,
well.
got his own.
Lucky to get both, yeah, his own back bow.
Get unlucky to get his own, but he has got room to draw now.
Yeah, Rob just getting the shot bow perfectly, but taking his own back bow as well. As you say, he's cleared a space, room to draw. Jason will really be looking to close this down.
2 green.
Now, can you remember the line and weight?
Got a
Of course
feeling
you can.
Jason dreams about the line and weight, Corky.
I bet you do. He puts a lot of work in.
3 green.
Yep, that big swinging ball can't stand up. It can.
Well played, Robert.
That forehand has been a problem hand for a lot of players, just holding off. But Robert's big swinging balls, who come across it,
Paxton.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
doesn't pick up the straightener.
Jack length 23 metres.
What do we say, Sean? Is that
That's
baby pink or
Corky. Yeah, I'm
powder
impressed.
pink?
Your rainbow's getting more and more sophisticated, isn't it? After all these years. Very good repair yet again.
Very good with this, there's no doubt. Both these players showing in the early stages just how close they're drawing. Edge of the jack. Oh, he got the ball first. He took him away from the jack. Still one green.
It was all over it without the little touch.
Just looks like it's diving under. Another foot or so, and he was perfect.
It's Claire and Anne, Robert Paxton's partner and mum. Been here all week.
And 11 inches short of Jack Hart.
Closer this time.
What an effort this is, not quite got the pace.
Put about 6 inches onto it, but not quite enough.
On green.
Not quite sure what Jason's going to play here because the backhand's completely blocked out. The forehand, well, he's got inches to draw. So he's trying the backhand. Wow, ball on the jack.
This is a brave shot for Robert's bowl.
This is a great shot if he gets it, but he gets two out of it.
It's
Interesting that it's one of the shots we look at when we're coaching, and that is if the opposition doesn't have any back bowls, you punch your own through.
3 after 3 ends.
We normally only recommend that when the jack's touching the bowl.
Jason had two options there. He had Robert's bowl, but the better result was onto his own bowl. And like you said, that there was jack movement, but early on in the set can afford to take a chance. But that's an indication of how confident Jason feels out here.
Jack length 26.5 meters.
What's the gap of my last one, Neil?
18 inches.
I imagine Jason's family watching this. I wonder if they're just up in the local pub. And they're calling Kyle, of course, his sister is also a very talented player. Ooh, that's unusual. He played a great ball in this forehand the last time coming this direction when he was shot down. A little bit more weight needed. Closer, but still not enough.
It's not quite here. Good enough for third, but
well, that forehand in this direction confuses even the best. You're not quite sure about it, and the trouble is, if you go a little bit wider, you do get a wee fast run. A strange fast run that actually puts on 2 feet, so maybe a little bit wider for Rob would be better. Close here. Just needs to hurry. Oh, I'm not sure. Nope, he's dropped away. Oh, that was a chance.
yeah, missed opportunity there. Jason had the space and you would have expected him to have added. Got to hurry.
Yep. Just push it out wider. Must have caught that.
Two shots, Jason Banks.
There's a straightener down there, as we say in the game, where the ball, for some reason, just goes straight for about 2 or 3 meters, and it just doesn't get back in time whenever the bias starts to take effect. Strange, but true.
Jack length 28.5 meters.
He's putting Robert under a lot of pressure in this match. First 2 deliveries are so vital.
One green.
Oh, he's down again. Made the correction.
Really playing this length well. Played these longer lengths. It was Jason's go-to in his game against both Mark Dawes and Alec Marshall.
That forehand's very accommodating. The best hand on the rink. A lot of people watching at home, and a lot of them are non-bowlers, but there's one particular man we'd just like to send our best wishes to. John, part of the production team, and just say we're all thinking about you, John. Jason's target around the short bowl into the red one. He's got good back position. This will sweep back now.
Played this really well.
Yep, that's great.
And that's a brilliant finish.
That's a great ball. That takes that trail of the jack into the red ball for 2. That completely eliminates that. It's going to need a special bowl here for Robert Paxton to actually get this right. He might actually choose to hit it. Yep, going for the hit.
Going quick off the forehand. It's in the area.
Beats a jack. All right, will the red ball stop in time? It's gone. His own ball followed through, so I don't know if that's going to be the saviour. Yeah, there we go. The toucher is the one that actually is on the rink. The non-toucher is the one that's in the ditch. Might take a moment or two just to sort things out here, but that one, yes, been taken away. That was a non-toucher. Jack looks like it's in the rink. We're going to need a rope for this. That's too far away.
Yeah, what happened there? Because he went to put the jack on the respot.
Well,
that's exactly what happened. I thought I was going crazy then, but he picked the jack up and went to put it on the respot. So now they're looking to take it back because the jack's in the ditch because it actually didn't go off the rink.
Well, yeah, I think we need to look at it again and see where that jack finished. There's the jack, bang, it goes.
So it never went off the rink.
That's in the rink.
But it got picked up to go look.
He did. Yep, Neil Bryce thought that was outside the rink, but it actually wasn't. And now he's tried to go back and put it back where it was, and that's not easy. Nope, it was further away than that. It was closer, much closer to the edge of the rink than that. Yep, Jason's right, that's where it was.
This is not something that we usually see, is it? Just human error, of course, one of those things.
It happens. You know, it's a lot of tension out there, and it's difficult sometimes to... He was probably watching at the time, he was probably watching the touching ball to see where it was going. So the big long string is out. Now the green ball's in. I think we thought it was always the green ball anyway, but just a difficult one to work out there, and there's nothing much you can do about it. But the jack was actually put back, which looks to me to be in exactly the right place. It was about 6 or 8 inches in from
Set score 1-6 after 5.
the peg, as we call it, which is the extreme edge of the rink. Good hit by Robert Paxton.
Yeah, and he was 3 down, so to come out of that end, just losing 1, is a good outcome.
27.5 metres.
So it's a very good outcome in terms of that.
Better opening from Robert Paxton.
Six hands to go, 6-1. Plenty of time for Robert Paxton to come right back into this. And there's the correction. He's going to make a mistake with one, but he's not going to make a mistake with two.
One green.
Change of hand required. Well, that's interesting. He's staying on the backhand. He's taking the risk, if he's a little bit heavy, of touching the green ball into the jack, so he's going wider to try and avoid that. Yeah, the problem with that is that you're just not going to get back into the jack. Margin of error there is so small. I think if he gets a chance to play it again, he'll play the forehand. If Robert doesn't get in. Yeah, he's out in that wide line. Even his balls are struggling to get back. The way Robert plays the game, I think Jason would do well here to go deep on this one. Doesn't really matter how far he goes. Robert might take a chance on punching it on the forehand.
Jason just looking to
he's waving at this ball.
Yeah,
That's it's good cover. I think he wanted it a bit more in the mix there with the three red balls, but when you play on the rink, you realize just how difficult that forehand can be. I certainly wouldn't like to rely on it to win a match or a championship. Still going for the draw. Looks like a flatter line this time. This one should come back.
very close. Not quite.
Oh, good effort. Yeah, much better line that time. He made the correction. That was a much more difficult bowl than it seemed.
One shot, Jason Banks. Set score 1-7 after 6 ends.
Langham Glass Trophy. It's a big trophy and it's very heavy. Whoever wins that might have problems filling it, depending on what they use.
28 meters.
That's looser than normal. Well, drifted across, but he can get around that okay. That's probably at least 2 feet short. Needs to get past. Well, that's blocked it off. Still get round it, but you'll be high of the jack. Jason trotting down. This is the effect of the shot clock. You need to be there when the ball arrives to give yourself time to get back again. Well, no need for Jason to fight with that forehand now. The backhand's pretty accommodating.
Definitely played on the flatter line.
Yep.
Looking good here. If we can just hang about.
He was trying to guarantee that he was coming inside the jack or to the jack. He didn't want to go wide under the red ball.
1 green.
So a little chalk mark to indicate that's a toucher. Goes into the ditch. It stays there. I know all the bowlers at home know that, but there's the vast majority of people watching will be non-bowlers, so they need to know that fact.
Favor the red.
Is there 3 seconds again? I favour the red for the...
No, 2 seconds.
Interesting question. 3 seconds again, so he knows that the ball's peeled out. He's losing a multiple. As it is, it's 2.
Close again. What a goal this is. That's very good.
He could always get around it in the forehand, but he wasn't going to go in tight to the jack. And the way this is sitting, it's probably not a bad thing.
I think it's good because there are so many gaps.
Robert might decide to go for the clean jack here.
Timer call. Robert has 5 timers.
There's all different connections. There's no easy way into the jack. You're taking a big risk on both hands, whereas if he comes in on the backhand to the jack, he can push it on through. The interesting thing is, if he does get the jack, will he get this ball as well? And that might just stop him from following it through. If he's on the forehand, wow, that's well, he must be looking to get in bowl on the bowls here. Well, yeah, it's a bit of a lap of the gods, that one. I thought the clean jack was on the on the backhand. He decided to play for the cluster of balls.
He saved a shot by doing that. It's a good strike. Could have been going for 2 bowls. It didn't look like it was on the angle we could see it, but damage limitation, just dropping the 1.
Stuart Anderson watching from the back of the stands. Said he's staying to Monday. Not sure what the flights are like. That's the problem, all the way back to Scotland. So he's been holding on to, he's sure of getting home.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Stuart Anderson lost to David Gurley, defending champion Stuart, 8-6, 9-7 in a very, very close fought game. Once again, David Gurley's having a good run in the tournament to semi-final. Lost out to Robert Paxton in the last bowl of the match. Extra weights, keeping it off.
2 green.
Oh, it's good. That gives him cover as well as the 2 balls.
Oh, it's got this. It's got the jack.
Oh,
Jason's bowl bounce with it.
yeah, that
Off this
was...
time. Up on the respot.
Let's see what damage there is on the respot. That was unlucky. There's Neil, safe enough this time to put it on the respot. No bother. It'll be in his head.
Yeah, very good strike. Got the jack. Bounced around, and Robert's bowl actually caught Jason Banks' cover bowl.
Yeah, it's a bit of pinball there, but know who's line the shot. We think it might be 1 green, but it's definitely 2 green now. Oh, he's played this well. Played that very well.
Jason's been relentless on the draw in this set.
It creates a problem for Robert Paxton because if he drives the ball, still losing the shot. If he drives the jack, it has to go into the ditch clean. If it goes onto the respot, he's still 2 down. Yep, oh, yeah, that's got to be wide. Surely that'll. And yeah, there's a kick there. He knows it's there. He'll always go straight. Looked wide out of the hand. Could be a few measures going on here. There's another green bowl lurking at the back.
2 shots, Jason Banks.
2 it is. Jason Banks has more or less secured the first set, which means he's guaranteed at the very least a tie break.
Jack length, 28 metres.
Robert hasn't generally been able to take advantage, Shan, has he, whenever Jason's played a loose first ball?
No, there haven't been many loose first bowls in the first instance, but Jason hasn't really failed with his second. And if you're watching at home and want more information about the bowls, here is the QR code. Do take a look.
Green ball just dropped down. Robertson in this one, and he's on the high side of the jack, so he's guaranteed to bring it with him. That's his favourite hand of the 4. Jason Banks will not worry too much about this. He can afford to lose a single. He would like to wrap this up on this end, but the whole idea is not to have a loose one. This is a good ball.
Losing one this end's not going to be a problem for Jason Banks.
He's just trying to sneak up on this if he can, but he's not going to make it. Jason can get a little tap on that ball. He'll get the shot. Might be worth playing this. It's really the same ball as his last. If he drops in, he gets another second. Well, he's decided not even to bother. He's going to try and draw it in the backhand. The tougher of the two shots, I would have thought, changing hands. Yeah, just got caught up in the different weights. A little bit surprised at that. He hasn't given Robert an easy chance, but there is a shot for Robert to get 3 out of this. Green ball on the green ball. Has to be very controlled. Yep, he's going for it. Green ball on the green ball. We give him 3 shots. If he
Very
stays in, he
close.
gets 4.
Half a ball out, that's all.
Yep, that's all. Half a ball.
Robert Paxton.
Well, the most famous dog on television at the moment. Rosie, the Labrador. Hearing dogs for deaf people. Blue Peter and Petra was the real famous
Jack
dog, of
23
course.
metres.
A long time ago.
So you're showing your age slightly there, Corky.
Well, you know, I just thought to myself, that's it was a question on the quiz earlier today here at Potters. But I'm being reliably informed by a guru of dog knowledge that it was a golden retriever. Well, there we go. Anyway, it was a dog. Beautiful ball. First one, bit loose, but he knows that he's not going to do anything with this. He needs a 4 here, and that's not going to happen after that first ball. So it's just a practice end. Jason's right in on him again. Yeah, it's just another one in the head again. Hey, Robert knows the outcome of this first set, so he's bringing Jason's ball down. He'll know he'll not play it. Doesn't really matter if it's 1 or 2, he won't care.
Paxton for a set, Jason Banks.
ladies from the bowling club, been here all week.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's Best Value at Sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's Best Value at Sea.
Big drive where he'd been the jack. Other than that, he was drawing all the way.
Seven inches short of jack high.
Meters minimum jack length distance, and once again Jason's played a good lead ball. Yep, playing the runner, needs help, otherwise made the gap. And that's a reflection shot, isn't it, of just where he is at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there is space for Robert to draw that. Opted to go quick instead.
Yes,
Just
one
don't
green.
think he's comfortable out there. Jason's not allowing him to find any kind of rhythm of his own. Been having to try and play recovery bowls for most of the first set. Just needs to win a couple of ends and early in this one to just get a bit of confidence back.
This ball, 7 inches short of jack high.
It's not a total protector.
0-2, last ball.
Very close to the second, but controlled weight on the inside. This will swing away very quickly. It's unforgiving. He didn't have much weight on it, just that 3 or 4 feet as we talk about the yard-on shot. It's common within the sport of bowls, but there wasn't a lot of conviction about it. Looks like he's going to be in with this as well.
Yeah, sits down, it definitely is. That'll be hard for Robert because this is his preferred length. He's made the tactical change.
Yeah. Yeah, so looks like there's 2 out and maybe a measure for 3.
2 green, measure for 3.
Francis Fletcher will sort it out for us. Umpire for this match.
Two shots, Jason Banks.
Wow. First end.
Good start for Jason Banks. 2 shots in the first end.
Jack length 28 metres.
What's the gap on my ball there?
20-inch gap.
Played that flatter line well.
Yes, just pushed it on a shade further. Still beatable, but he's keeping the pressure on. Roberts on the backhand, which is somewhat more forgiving than the forehand. But it's still a struggle for him at the moment with those first 2 balls. Occasionally he's getting in, but
2 green.
just not on a regular basis. Jason using a Tiger bowl, which is a good bending bowl as well as Roberts Pro Plus. We call it Professional Pro Plus. A set of those Pro Pluses at home. I keep meaning to give them away to somebody.
They'd be too big for a lot of indoor surfaces.
Yes, there would be. This is better.
The gap.
The gap. Oh, he's hurting out there.
Unlucky not to catch on to Jason's bowl. On another day, you'd sit off that for shot.
Jason's on the move again, barely getting time here, but he needs to cover these 3 balls. How the jack gets there, from Robert Paxton's point of view, I'm not really quite sure. But he needs to put the cover in anyway. Yeah. Robert will just be drawn to this. We're so close to last time. Well, he didn't follow it up, and he didn't look interested in it.
He's always on that flatter line.
3 shots, Jason Banks.
He knew he wasn't there.
Set score 0-5 after 2 hours.
Robert's going to have to pick up very quickly.
Robert really needs to dig deep now. Force the change.
So there's all those longer jack lengths, and even the short jack lengths, Robert's been struggling. Big contrast. Robert needs to get back onto the 23, 24 and try and get 2 or 3 ends on a run. It's a struggle to get this one up.
One green. Cap to your last ball, 10 inches.
There's a long way to go, another 9 ends, 8 after this one. This one needs to hurry as well. It's just dropping low. Yep, that's it away. Not like Jason, normally closing the head down at this stage.
Yep, a rare chance for Robert.
It's a good line, this one. It'll
Better
come
here.
deep at the end.
Yeah, played one here. Well done.
Yep, shot ball. And
Very
that's the
relieved to
penalty
see
of
that going in.
not closing the head down with a third ball.
One red.
Still only the one though. Well, again, this will come deep at the end, but
Brilliant
I think he's
effort
just
from
over
Jason.
it. Yeah.
Just a touch.
Chance for Robert, same ball again, gets a 2. If he falls back on the side of the jack, he might make a 3. But the first objective is to get 2 shots on the card.
One shot, Robert Paxton.
One ball in, that's all you need. Now Robert, another change of length. 5-1, 3 ends.
Jack length, 23 metres.
Yeah, he's gone to the extreme. I wondered whether he might try a sort of 25, 26,
Yes,
something in the
mid-length.
middle. Yeah, because they haven't played that yet. Every end that Robert's played minimum, he hasn't won so far.
You got there, Neil?
7 inches.
Follow-up ball, the second one. He's a bit perplexed, isn't he? He probably thought that was close. Better line from Jason here. Needs to run though. Needs to hurry. Well, that's going to be close.
Yeah, looks like he might have just done enough there.
Very close, maybe just the last ball.
I think I'd be inclined to believe Neil Bryce, so Robert will assume that the shot's against him. That's going to go.
Gonna dive.
Oh yeah, that'll whip like mad.
What did you say the gap was on, say, my ball, Neil?
7 inches.
Oh, this is different. Yep. just through the head, not much. But it looked different on the line he was taking. Turned out to be very similar. Oh, there's that forehand. Oh, that is holding off.
Yeah.
Robert will look at that, he'll know. That forehand is just, oh my goodness me. Yeah, there's the shake of the head. It's actually become more pronounced as the tournament's gone on. And
Jason's having a little look and seeing if he can get rid of Robert's bowl here.
well, he can. Personally, if you're landing the shot and you're 5-1 up,
Call.
I would just draw it.
Jason has 5 time minutes remaining.
The only danger is if he touches his own green ball, it might fall away. He's a courageous player, and there's the two boys. Stuart Anderson's just explaining to the world there what he would do.
I don't think I've ever seen Stuart Anderson in a shirt. He's got his Sunday finest on for the final.
No, he's actually put a proper shirt on. It's usually a t-shirt or something. Anyway. Meanwhile, Jason Banks is just trying to promote his own ball or draw another shot.
He's so close here.
He is, but he has to be careful. He doesn't want to touch the green one.
Quite
Because it was
happy
sitting
place.
on the seam, it could easily have fallen out. I reckon he knows he's lying the shot, though.
Measure for shot.
Oh, we think that's green. But then again, that's only my opinion. And we have many experts available elsewhere who may think it's red. We shall find out in a moment. Love the metal calipers. Old stuff, but very, very accurate. I wonder, is this going to be equidistant? Oh, that's really, Francis is going back. Normally it's only 3 measures, but this is going back for the 4th. They might be both touching.
1 shot, Robert Paxton.
There are many experts around who's thought that was green, but it is.
Set score 2-5 after 4 ends. Jack length 23 meters.
Well, that didn't take long.
Hungary. 15 inches.
Potter family in the background, and been great supporters of the bowls over the years. Jane and John, of course, with Judy's immediate family. Very good. Very good again. Celia and Harry and Amelia. Grandson Harry. There's a surprise. Yeah, he was off the line, but he managed to get an edge of his own ball. He was after the 2 green, Shan. I'm not sure what we're going to do here with regards to Robert. What do you think he has to do?
I think he needs to run. He needs to win a run of ends somehow. At the moment, it doesn't seem to matter what he's doing, because Jason's always got an answer. So I guess it's just keeping his head down and hoping that Jason's going to miss.
Not missing much. I'm not sure if that's in for a second, but it's certainly 3rd shot. And it's 3rd shot.
1 green.
Might go to try and remove this. Nope, sticking with the draw. Oh, he's not up, and the green ball has just fallen. Wonder, has that made any difference? I don't think it would. No, it was falling away anyway, so it didn't make any difference. But once again, 23-meter jack length, and Jason's been first in.
Close with this too.
Oh, he's in this. Has to be.
Another very good end. Jason at the moment just popping them in on both sides of the green.
2 shots, Jason Banks. Set score 2-7 after 5 ends.
Yep. He would have expected that.
Yeah, exactly the same as the first set. Robert Paxton finds himself 5 shots adrift after 5 ends.
Jack length 28 meters.
Well, 28 meters is right in his comfort zone.
Brilliant bowling from Jason. Absolutely stunning lead in.
And the key to success is the draw shot.
Two green.
making sure he was reaching. That's the rest bowl for Jason Banks. Just rest on the red bowl, score another shot. Robert's got really very little position here. He could play the forehand into the green bowl, but if it goes out to the respot, he's worse off. Just over the line. Yeah, the wave was good enough. Coming in now, but I don't think he's reaching.
Quite here. Line was brilliant.
At the moment, it's just not Robert Paxton's day. The old saying, bowls, it can change. There's two things need to happen here for that to change, and that is Jason Banks needs to go off his game, and Robert Paxton needs to come on to his normal form.
Jack length 28 metres.
I think that's almost maybe apart from the first end or two that Robert Paxton's beaten Jason Banks with two bowls.
Yeah, I think you're right. Robert just making the correction.
To your last ball.
Jason didn't find the adjustment that time for the first time.
Well, he's sticking to the draw. He doesn't want to drop short with this though, that's the only thing. He wants to have that running bowl available on the backhand. Needs to run a bit more and he's very close to this.
Very good bowl.
If it drops down, it's even better. And I think it's still moving.
Close second, but gives himself a chance with his last bowl.
This is better. Got a chance with this. This is the sort of thing that Robert needs.
Well played.
He needs a 3 or a 4 here just to bring him right back into this.
2 ready.
Just tucking in nicely, making contact with Jason's second bowl.
Backhand shot. Has to
Jason,
be
that's
worth
4
it.
time
Must be worth it. Getting into there, getting into the jack. He's even got an edge off this bowl. At the moment, the way it sits, is number 1. That's number 2. But the third shot belongs to Jason Banks, and that's the best back bowl. Taking a time out of an extra 60 seconds.
Can still draw this.
Oh, he's going for the draw. That is very... Wow, that's a confident shot.
I'm not surprised. I think he's been really hard to call this year, Jason. But he played such a good ball of his third, didn't he?
Yeah,
Hasn't got the pace here.
He has to reach. If it stays up, it might be second. If it's second, it's a super shot.
Came a lot further.
Didn't look like he was reaching, but
Brilliant effort.
still think it's too red, though.
One red measure.
That's a safe call. Maybe not a bad thing because the way the balls are sitting. But he has to be careful, and he is being careful. And one out. Well, Jason's pretty good at looking at things, so if he thought it was two, he would say so. I still have a favour for the back ball, the red one.
One red, measure for two. Two shots, Charlotte Paxton.
Set score 4-9 after 7 ends. Jack length 23 meters.
It's going to be a monumental effort now, but 3 ends to go, 6 shots.
Another brilliant start from Jason Banks.
Absolutely.
Taking
4 ends
advantage
to
of,
go.
sorry, just taking advantage of Robert not getting in there.
I think I might have said 3 ends to go, but of course he has to get to the last end in a situation of actually winning the set. And at the moment, Robert Paxton is struggling, as he has been, to be fair, most of the match under the pressure of Jason Banks. Oh, that looks narrow. Yeah.
Robert
There's
just
no give in
hasn't,
this rink when you pull a ball slightly tight.
very unforgiving. Robert just hasn't looked comfortable. He hasn't locked onto his game in the same way that Jason's been able to.
Well, he's looked good all tournament, to be fair, and especially with the green ball, strangely enough. He's used the red balls on 3 other occasions, and he's played very well with them, so it's no different.
Quite a beauty here.
Two and a half inches.
Making the correction with his third ball, picking up the jack 2. Tucking right in behind Jason Banks' shot.
Yeah. The problem for Jason Banks is if he drives this, that toucher's going to go in the ditch and land on top of the jack. So he probably just has to draw. And if he's going to draw, he can't go fishing down the tight line because it whips away so quickly. And there it goes again. Even the way he's been playing, which has been brilliant. Still struggling to get the line there. Don't really want to give Robert Paxton a sniff of a chance of coming back into this game because he will punch hard. Close to the second. Oh, wow. Just got over the seam of the carpet, and I think that might be enough.
Just the way it's standing against Jason's bowl. Robert just looks like he's sneaked the 2.
How brave is Jason now?
Correct.
If he's really brave, he can play this shot, and that is on the edge of that.
Jason's 3 timeouts.
It'll take this other red ball away. The ball he hits will go there. Trouble is, if he hits the green ball, and that is there, the red ball hits the jack, goes through, it's a toucher, so it stays live, and it could be 3 down.
Well, last time we thought he was going to go controlled, he went really quick.
9-4 to 9-6 if he misses. 9-7 if it goes wrong. If he gets it right, he gets a shot to go 10-4 in front. Going for it.
Very close. Ball on connection, got red first.
Oh,
my goodness. What a ball that
How brave
was.
is that?
I mean, that was so hard just to keep his ball in there with the red balls disappearing. You're not getting that very often, percentage-wise, Corky, are you?
No, but he played it the right way in that he was always going to be swinging in on that forehand, but that was a brave shot. What on earth is running through his veins at the moment? It's so cool. What a bowl that is. That's the bowl that could easily win this championship.
Jack length 27.5 meters.
Once again, a good starter. 14 inches behind the jack. Yep, he's down. He likes this hand. I know he's been struggling a bit on it, but it's his favourite hand of the 4. He's dropped it. Yeah, surprising. Anything up to his own ball would have been good enough. Close again.
Yeah, Robert's good here.
Don't want the nervous end, Jason. You really don't. Lose a 1. It's comfortable.
2-8.
He's tempted with the backhand here because the 2 balls are sitting just to be eased onto. Trouble is, he's been playing the forehand so well.
He didn't look that happy with that one out of his hand.
Yeah, that's probably because it's a little bit on the wide side. Yep, it just holds off. Another opportunity. Well, number 3 coming in. You're going to have nerves of steel now to draw this.
3-8.
Robert sees a wee chance here. 2 ends after this if he can pick up a 4.
It's the first opportunity Robert's had to really just add bowls in there.
Timeout call. Jason has 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, the thing is, Jason, the way you've been playing, you draw under that bowl, it drops back, it sits in this sort of position, and suddenly you're in a position of second shot, and that's good enough. Thing is that he's played the backhand, so he's going to have to adjust his weight again. If he plays the runner, anything could happen.
I'd really like to think Jason would be drawing on either hand. He's been drawing so well, he's so accurate, he's been so consistent. Just needs a good second.
The trouble with this backhand is if you go too tight, this will whip across.
It's definitely on the tighter side.
And he's not up. Yeah, bad choice for the first time in the match, but only a bad choice because he didn't play it well. If he had played it well, it was a great ball. But I just thought the forehand was more predictable.
I think the choice was fine. He didn't execute it for the first time, probably all game.
Struggling for weight though. Yeah, I think he's going to get away with just a 3 here. It's still too close for comfort. Well, I don't know. On our rings, that's very close. The ball fell off the green one. That would make all the difference in the world. You only need a little bit of help, and sometimes that's enough.
Robert's
I have a feeling this is 4.
And my man being put through it a little bit today.
What a time to pick up a full house when you've been struggling all match against a guy who has been totally dominant and brilliant. Jason Banks, and I think Robert knows it's 4. Wasn't really a close measure. The mat right up the green. What a time to get that. Hasn't looked like he's been getting a 4 really this match, but the last 2 ends been crucial.
Set score 8-10.
Now the pressure's on.
Jack length 23 meters.
Robert Paxton wins this end. He's right in there to win the set and force a tie break.
We can't ask for much of a better start either to the end.
Yes.
He's not running it, is he, Corky?
I don't think so. Anything behind the jack, I think. Only one problem is you do not want to be short. But he's pulled a couple of balls in his backhand the last time coming this way. And this is good. Might just
Great
touch
reply.
it.
Well
That's
played, Jason.
good.
Just getting that touch and releasing the jack.
That's a great ball from Jason Banks because, as you say, Shan, he's released the jack out into the open. It's up to Robert to close that down again. And the green ball's pretty well locked in. It's not completely locked in. There's a gap. He won't want to change to the forehand, but he has to be careful not to take his own ball out if he's playing a runner. Yeah. Sticking to the draw at this stage. This needs to hurry.
Close. This is so close.
Needs to run, and he's there. And he's a toucher as well. What a ball. Oh. Backhand, forehand, two beauties.
Damage edge and a half.
Yep. Robert going with the runner. Trying to open things up.
He's under, but he's got his own
He's
front
got his own ball into the head. But he's two down, and two down is a championship lie.
2 green.
2 green gives Jason Banks a 4-shot lead. Best Robert Paxton can do is a draw then, and that's not enough. I would stay away from this, Jason. Run like mad.
Jason's got the last bow on this end as well.
Go behind. As long as he's got enough weight to get past. Needs to run. Oh no, don't leave it jack high.
He's not going to leave it jack high. He's going to tuck right in.
Yep. Well, not sure about that.
Robert
Because
can
that
see the
means
edge of
that
that
the jack-
barrel, can't he?
Yeah, the jack can bounce off onto the respot. Prior to that, that toucher was going into the ditch and staying on it. Big drive. Championship against. He's in there. There's a jack on the respot. That's what I was thinking. Prior to that, that wasn't happening. Prior to Jason's last ball, it was just too close to the jack. Respot will be beside the red ball. Pressure ball. Pressure ball by Rob Paxton, but he's still in this, even if Jason draws another one or takes the ball out. He's still in it. Trying to draw it. The right shot. Oh, he's drawn this. He's played it.
Drawn a shot.
What a great ball after the disappointment of what happened. He banged one 6 inches away from the jack, and Jason Banks just one end away from making history.
Set score 8-11 after 10 ends.
Well, I think it's fair to say, Shan, that Jason Banks has lifted himself onto a whole new level
Depth 29.5
of play.
metres.
Absolutely. I think we found in each of his previous matches, he has had one loose end. We saw it in on the 9th end of this second set. He failed to draw in, dropped to 4, which would have hurt, but he's come right back, bounced right back last end, picked up the 1, played weight, played the draw.
And he's off to a good starter. Just going to drift past the jack a bit. but anything behind the jack is good.
He's in such a commanding position this end as well. 3 up. Just needs to keep it tight, cover all eventualities.
Well, Robert needs all 4 balls close. He needs a jack with this, and he has picked it up. Calling it now. He's very close again.
It's another good ball. And it's a brilliant ball. Good shot too.
One of the superlatives for the way Jason's played, but he's such a calm guy. If this goes short, he's in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably 2 feet away, and he knows he's in trouble now. If that ball is 4th shot out of the 4 balls that's been played, he's in real bother.
Yes.
Good call by Neil Bryce.
10-out call.
Confident call.
Jason has 1 10-out remaining.
Very wide line, just wants to drift back. Gets anywhere near the back ball, it's pretty good.
Got the wee spot too.
Yeah, we'll be happy with that, because Robert's forced to draw this. People encouraging that ball forward. There's a mark on it, but it'll be declared a non-toucher. Green ball on the green ball would work.
10-out call. Jason,
No,
there's no
green ball on the
remaining.
green ball would work in terms of the other 2 reds, but to play that, he has to play it with a lot of weight, and that's going to bring him onto the jack. So Jason, well, he can play a number of shots. I think his best ball is just to pop it down in here. Anywhere just inside his last ball, and I don't think there's any chance of Robert Paxton getting a 4 out of it. I just know he's not showing any nerves at all. And he's close again. It just needs to stop. Well, there's a shot on for Robert here. He knows it. Edge of the green ball. Oh, this is so hard, but he wants to get the edge of that. And he has to miss the jack on the way through
Robert has 4 10-outs
to get onto this one, and that's almost impossible.
Has to miss the jack and stay himself as well. That's the other crucial part. Not disappear.
Yep, going over this sort of weight, there's no way he's going to stay. Yep. There'll be no discussion now. It's all over. Jason Banks from Scotland has absolutely blown away Robert Paxton in this match. Apart from the last 2 or 3 ends, it was Jason Banks all the way. And Robert, just not his day today, just didn't really get into this game. But my goodness me, this 28-year-old from Inverary, what a performance. 3 titles here, the Scottish as well, 4 titles in total. No one will ever do that again, I don't think. I just don't think there's been that level of performance. Many people will win 2, but to win the 4, it's absolutely incredible. I think the thing is as well, Sean, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
I think just the way Jason's been able to keep himself to himself, stay completely, utterly focused on what the job in hand was. You know, he's been relentless with the practice. He's been on the green at every available opportunity. And look, it's paid off. What an incredible week he has had. To take the 3, as you say, it's just brilliant.
Well, professionalism comes through. He's kept himself to himself at this place the whole time. And all the distractions and what goes on around with players and various other things, Jason's managed to keep himself right. And he really is reaping the rewards today. He played so well right from the start, getting that 2 to go 3-1 in front, and just kept drawing and drawing and drawing. And that was really his skill that kept the pressure onto Robert Paxton. So going 10-1 in front in the first set, then 10-2, and he just never let up. So Robert was blanked out on the first one to the point of 10-4, and that was a critical ball. What a shot that was at 9-4. Robert dropping in again, gets a 4. That opened up an opportunity to go 10-8 in the 9th end. But in the end, it was just too much. And Robert would be the first to congratulate him. He knows he's had a tough day. Well, the end's one comprehensive 13 ends. Total shot scored due to the first set, 21-13. Robert Paxton has been brilliant all week, but Jason Banks is the history maker here at Potters Resort.
Corky. Jason Banks is the history maker. We'll talk to him in just a moment, but let's start with Robert Paxton, who's himself had a fabulous week here at Potters. Just simply a tough day at the office today, Rob?
Yeah, I've had a great 2 weeks here. Form's been safe, really good. But today's not about me, this is about Jason. Broken all-time records. First world single, so superb, buddy, superb.
You would have heard many interviews where people often ask players whether they can feel any pride in their performance right after a performance like this. Is this a sort of experience where you need a bit of time just to get over it before you can recognise your work here this week?
Yeah, I'm just pleased it's all-inclusive here now, so that'll probably help. But no, it's fantastic. It's always the weekend you want to get to, especially the Sunday. I didn't really perform today, but Jason didn't give me a chance out there, so fantastic, mate. Superb.
Jason, you've been understated all competition. For the last 2 weeks since you've been here, you've just looked nice, calm, focused. What's going through your mind right now? You're the first player in the history of this event to win 3 titles.
Don't know. I don't think it's going to change me. You know, just be the same person. You know, but no, just happy that I've managed to do something that nobody else has done, I guess.
Indeed. Well, let's just talk about your performance today. This is a final. This is the biggest event in the sport of indoor bowls. And you're up against a tough opponent in Rob Paxton. But the performance you've produced today has been outstanding. Everyone watching here knows, all the commentators, all the experts. How do you describe it in your own words?
I think I was just really determined to get over the line. Just kept pushing and pushing all the way every end. I had a couple, maybe 1 or 2 wee wobbles towards the finish, but just kept pushing on and got there.
And the other important factor is, and it was mentioned earlier in the week when you won the mixed pairs alongside Beth Reaver, Paul Foster said, you and Beth, the future of the sport. You're 28 years old. You're the first player to do this. Do you understand the pressure that's now resting on these shoulders?
Yeah, I think I'll have a bit of a target in my back now, but yeah.
Well, commiserations to Robert Paxton, but congratulations to the history maker, Jason Banks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your presentation party. From Ambassador Cruise Line Chief Marketing Officer Gordon Nardini, and from Potter's Resorts Managing Director John Potter. Please keep that applause going, ladies and gents, for your runner-up, Robert Paxton. And your Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Open Singles Champion, Jason Banks. Jason Banks, ladies and gents, your World Champion 2025.
Well, what a fantastic final that was, and what a worthy world champion we have. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the competition here from Potter's Resorts, sponsored by Ambassador Cruise Line this year, but I'm afraid that is all we have time for. So until next time, look after yourselves, and it's bye-bye for now.